Quite possibly, he's been riding the train all day from the way that his BO permeated through the shiny metal tube as if the summer heat was a catalyst. When mixed with the sorrow in his soul, the soil on his skin and his armpits, creating a nerve gas leaving seasoned strap hangers looking like lemmings pressed up against the cliff of the sliding metal door waiting to jump into the abyss of the adjoining car. As if this scent was that of some predator and safety could only be found in the oblivion. I laugh because the door is locked. Severely stoned from an after-school smoke session, I, anesthetized in my inebriation, ignore the aroma and sit. And I wonder if, when he was a child, did he ever think that he would end up like this? You see, somewhere between signing and end of service, someone deemed as bariko basura, discarded and disheveled, yet seemingly unwilling to let go of a life that no longer fits, evident by a field jacket with more patches than fabric, rucksack, and boots that would be standard issue if not for the duct tape used to cover cracks and waterproof tired feet, worn down to the subdural mesh that lies beneath. What is it that you see? I wonder if when he was a child, did he ever play toy soldier? I wonder if his G.I. Joe with a kung fu grip came equipped with the scars that exist on a soldier whose country doesn't love him anymore. God, country, core, etched into his skin. Could wash the blood from his hand, but never could wipe his memory clean of his sins, so he silences the screams at the bottom of a bottle of gin, and maybe that's when you saw him, or maybe this time it's whiskey, or wine, or vodka, or rum. First cap filled poured out for his brothers who died in the fight for freedom. Second sip spit with disgust for those who look with judging eyes of mistrust and call him bum, vagabond, drifter, vagrant, called foul, so flagrant, simply because he ain't clean and fragrant. What is it that you see when you look at him? Maybe the tattoo was mistaken. Because how could God ever allow this country to remove his core and leave him with nothing more than the hollow sentiment that there's proper evidence and this is a war worth fighting for? You see, all of this training is about warfare and about survival, about killing and about living. And now he's killing in order to keep living and actually making a living by killing and finding solace in the notion that by this he's feeding his children and pray that the fire never gets too friendly. Only to learn that short-term friends become long-term enemies, and sometimes the VA goes MIA when they return to the USA, so this soldier who has given more through multiple tours than the average citizen sits ignored except for the smell of him. I wrote this poem for Mr. Ostrin, high school history teacher and Vietnam veteran, who told us the truth about the war even though the textbooks lied, was sickened by Agent Orange and could never enjoy the 4th of July, too afraid that the sounds and flashing lights might bring back memories of firefights, and while caught up in the flashback he might actually take the lives of the loved ones with whom he resides. So he locks himself in a room, sits in a corner and cries, and I thank him for opening my eyes. And I thank him for being there. And tell me, how can we ever win a war on terror when even our own soldiers are living in fear? And like the Star-Spangled Banner that too often covers our troops, oh say, can you see the truth?